to my channel. I'm so happy that you guys made it back to me. Today's video, I just want to sit and talk with you guys. I want to get more comfortable with just talking to the camera, because I remember in my last video, like when I rewatched it, I realized that I was literally looking away half of the time. So I still want to, get more comfortable, because it's like, even though you're sitting and talking to a camera, it's like I'm kind of talking to you guys. I don't know, but today's video, I just want to talk about a range of stuff. I just want to talk about a few things. I'm not going to talk you guys about too much, not yet. just a little bit. Okay, so basically, there's just a few things I want to share. I remember when, I think it was a few weeks ago, I did the Not Gonna Lie Anonymous thing on Instagram, and I remember one person messaged me on it. Okay, so this person messaged me and they said, is it hard to find love, not to come off being I can't talk, not to come off being offensive, but I always felt like because I'm fat, nobody wouldn't truly love me, if you know what I mean. My response, there's nothing wrong with being fat. You're still deserving of love and so much more. Trust me, there are people out here that will love and adore every inch of your body, every curve, every roll. Don't ever settle for less because you're fat and feel like no one would love you. Honestly, for me, it's not really hard finding love, but living in a fat phobic society, it's a bit harder for us to for sure. I pull niggas. All the plus size women I know pull niggas. Being plus size doesn't mean you can't find love or you're not deserving of. Just make sure the ones you find loves you for you and doesn't try to change you. Know your worth and demand that price. And I feel like I kind of wanted to like talk more on that because it's just such an interesting topic. To me, it really is an interesting topic, and I don't know if any of you have seen that TikTok video with those podcasters and that white girl. That white girl, and she was like, yeah, fat people aren't deserving of love, and if you're over this weight, you're not deserving of love. You don't deserve a good looking man that does this and does that. And I'm like, did a big girl take your man? I'm confused. I'm so confused what the obsession is. I don't know, and it's a thing because like people always have it to say like, oh yeah, you're not deserving of love, and like nobody's going to love you. And I used to get told like, oh yeah, I'm gonna have to buy you a husband, all these things, and it's crazy because it's like, little do you know, us plus size women are pulling niggas, and women too. Like it's just beyond wild to me. I don't know. There are a few more things that you look for, like red flags when you're plus size in men, because I mean, you don't want nobody that's going to make you feel bad about yourself. You don't want it. So like certain things you avoid, but it's not like there's nobody out here for you. It's not like there's nobody out here that's not going to love you. You get what I mean? Like, to each his own. The beauty is in the eye of the beholder, and there are thousands of people out there, hundreds maybe. You don't know that it's just probably in love with you. You being fat and you being plus size probably isn't the problem if you're not finding love or you're not, finding someone that you connect with. I mean, if you are in a place where you don't feel like you love yourself, it's like the easiest thing to resort to. It's like, okay, yeah, it's because I'm fat. And because if you're in a place where, look at society, if you let society get in your head and let other people get in your head and other people opinions like, yeah, you're not deserving of love and yeah, this and that, you're going to believe it. You get what I mean? Like, you are going to believe it eventually if you're not strong enough or if you're not as firm in your confidence on how you feel about yourself. That makes sense? I don't know. Straight size people and plus size people, we share some of the same struggles, but there are some more struggles that us plus size persons deal with that I think straight size people just won't understand until like you're in or shoot, But honestly, like, dating is just you. as a plus size person, like it's sometimes it's just come on, you know, like you never ever want to go for the ones that are fit and they're like, oh yeah, I like your body, and everything, but do you want to go to the gym with me, and like, you know, let's work out together, like, oh, did you need to exercise, like, you don't like my body, you're trying to change my body, you're trying to make me into somebody that's more pleasing to you, you know. Run. When I tell you run, listen to me and run, you know. And I think the most common one is like, oh, I've never been with a girl like you, I've never been with a plus size girl, like, do I look like a fuck? No. Do I look like an experiment to you? Does it look like I offer test runs around here? Free trial mark on my forehead? Tell me the truth. Like, this happened to me, and like I was talking to this person blah, blah, for like a little bit, and then they said to me like, you know, you changed my mind on plus size girls because, you know, you carry yourself so well and whatever, and oh, they've never been with anybody plus size, they've never been with anybody plus size, and how, you know, I basically changed the opinion on, you know, plus size women and blah blah. And I'm like, so you're telling me that you see me as an experiment, you're experimenting on me? Listen, don't ever make it feel special, like, oh yeah, you changed my mind on plus size women. I'm like, no, that's not how it works. Like, you don't get to come into somebody's life and just test the waters and see if this is what you like. You don't get to mess with people's feelings like that, you understand? Like, I mean, if you are okay with someone like that too, by all means, go ahead. I mean, you know, but you don't get to come in my life and test the waters. Like, you don't get to come in my life and see if you like this and see if you don't like it. And after, I was like, you don't realize how weird you sound? Like, you don't realize how weird you sound? Like, why would you even make that come out of your mouth? Why would you even say that to me? Like, these are the little things that, like, plus size women have to deal with, and it's genuinely common. But honestly, I can't come on here and I can't say that dating for me or finding someone that you like or whatever is like so hard, especially when it's like I am more lean towards the acceptable shape-ish, like, you know, for plus size women. But I feel like sometimes it just comes down to your confidence and just putting yourself out there. If it's like something you really want, you know, put yourself out there, be you, be yourself. And just, if you're not confident, all I can say is fake it until you make it. I will never stop telling people that, like, fake it until you have the confidence. That's what I did personally. I owe a lot of my confidence to that. Like, I was literally, you know, you guys know, like, I was not confident, like, it was not there at all, and I acted like I had all the confidence in the world. Like, when I decided, like, you know, I don't want to feel like this anymore, like, I want to love myself, I want to be, you know, wear what I want to wear and like just be me, I was like, you know what, I have to act the part. And I act the part and I played the part until it became more comfortable and it felt like, you know, it was growing on me, like, and I was like, okay, you know, I'm feeling it. You get what I mean? Like, don't ever think that because your body's and this is a general statement to anybody type, anybody says whatever, don't ever feel like because of your body or how you feel about your body there won't be anybody out here to love you, or it's like there's nobody out here for you. That's just, it's so not true. I swear to you, it is so not true. Trust me. And half the things that you're worrying about and half the things that you're thinking about are like, oh my god, like, I probably won't care, you know? And I think the best advice I could give, I'm no dating expert, you know, don't listen to me, but I'm definitely no dating expert. But anyways, like, seriously though, if I have any advice to give, always remember your worth. Don't ever forget it. Trust me, Don't ever, 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 ever settle for what you know you don't deserve. Because trust me, it will ruin you. Oh my god, it will ruin you. It will do so much to your confidence and your mental health, especially if this is a person like if, with somebody that you love and whatever. Like, trust me, just always remember your worth. If you're in a situation where you realize that this person does not value you and is not treating you how you deserve, your best option is always to leave. And me, I'm the type of person, this whole second chance, second chance, second chance, not second chance, it's not really second chance, third chance, fourth chance, fifth chance. I don't play that game. I don't play that game. Because you come in my life, you mess up, you go. Because you knew not to do that, you knew not to do certain things, and you still did it. It's a no-go. It's a no-go, Like, I feel like when you settle for certain things and you keep giving chance after chance after chance, you're setting the tone for your relationship. Like, you're showing them that, okay, I'll take whatever, I'll deal with whatever, because I so desperately want to be with you. Trust me, like, it can, like, if you want to go through that, because I know there are a few people out here that, like, you give second chance and it eventually works out in your favor. If you want to take that shot, go ahead, by all means, but it's like majority of the time they don't end up treating you how you want to be treated. It just gets worse. Like, that level of manipulation, no one deserves that. Nobody on earth deserves that. Trust me. Just, if you realize that you're not getting what you want and you deserve, just take up your things, pack it all up, go, leave. Like, trust me, there's somebody out here that will do what you're asking. Like, the bare minimum is nothing. Like, if you are getting, this is the bare minimum, if you're getting anything below here, no. And even if it's just here, like, it needs to be bumped up a lot more. Like, the bare minimum is not enough. You get me? But anywho, I think it's just important to build a friendship first, just talk, ask questions, and you're curious about, get it out the way, ask questions to make sure that this is what you want and you are not stepping into something that you will later regret. That's all I have to say. Just feel out whoever the person is. I think it all comes back to you being comfortable with yourself. Like, if you are comfortable being in solitude, like, I think it's less likely for you to just settle for any little thing and just settle for scraps. Like, I think it's so important to enjoy your own company and enjoy being by yourself. Like, you won't settle for somebody's bad behavior and their negativity and their body shaming because you love being alone. And like, that you can step away from that relationship and your happiness won't go with it because you're already happy by yourself. You're already, like, you found happiness within yourself, not within somebody else. That's not where your happiness lies. Like, when that person leaves you, he or she's going to take the happiness with him. That's where you found your happiness. I think it's so important for you to work on yourself and make sure that you find happiness within, and not within yourself and not within somebody else. Like, it is so important. Dipping back into this whole plus size and being plus size in the dating world thing, like, honestly, I feel like it is so common for plus size when you find a guy and like, oh, he's so nice and he's everything, and I mean, I know that sometimes with everybody, like, there's some red flags. The red flags, you see them, but like, you don't really want to acknowledge them. Like, you don't want to accept them, and you don't want to accept that they're there. So you're just like, oh, whatever, you play it off. But then in the long run, it turns around and it bites you in the booty. When you see those, just pack it up and leave. Anyways, I feel like it's so common for you to find someone like, oh yeah, you think, okay, yeah, he's this, whatever, and then here comes an issue. You feel like you're being hidden. it is so common for people out here to be like, oh yeah, I'm into serious girls, I'm into this, I'm into that, and then it's like they don't want to be in public with you, they don't want to, you know, they want nobody to know, like, hey, you know, nobody can know, you know, I'm just being private. This is funny, like I see it all the time and I hear about it all the time, like it's crazy. And all I have to say, do not ever put yourself in a position where, or like put yourself in a situation or a relationship with somebody that is not willing to tell the whole world that you, hey, this girl is mine, or this guy is mine, whatever, and it was like, don't put yourself in a relationship with somebody that's not willing to openly love you. Like, if they're not willing to openly love you, they have no right to be a part of your life. Point blank, period. Like, if you are not getting what you deserve, if you don't like demand it, you're not getting it, you cut, you leave. Anyways, moving on. You know, this video, you know, I want to talk about a lot of stuff, not just, you know, being plus size and in the dating world and all that good stuff. Something that, like, since recently I've genuinely, like, I've been really thinking about, that's been resting on my mind. Like, it's so crazy to me, like, when you really think about it, like, it's crazy how you will literally show up for people and you'll be there for people, and like, you know, you're like, you're putting out, you're giving your all, and it's like it's so hard for you to get that in return, you know. And I know, like, I don't mean to sense like, oh yeah, like, oh, I do think some people are like, they don't do this back, or it's like, if I'm being like, this can, you know, be when it comes to relationship, friendship, whatever the case may be, your family, friends, whatever. Like, I feel like if it's a case where I'm pushing you, you know, I'm helping, I'm being there for you, like I'm supporting you, like I'm putting in the energy, like I'm giving you my all, it should not be hard for you to do the same. It shouldn't be hard for you to do the same. And like, sometimes you really have to sit and you have to think, like, you know, not everyone is going to show out for you how you really want them to. Not everyone is going to show out for you as much as you show out for them, and I feel like that's the sad reality. And you just have to accept that. When you realize that, hey, like, it's not working, it's just not working, you move away. Like, friendships end, you know, relationships end, you stop talking to family, like, it happens. Like, never really expect and depend or like rely on people to show up for you, you know. Like, you really just have to show up for yourself. Like, you, like, I cannot stress it enough, you will always come first. Like, your happiness is important. Like, you cannot keep living your life putting everybody above you and not fulfilling your life, fulfilling your dreams, and considering your feelings and putting, you know, your life into consideration. Like, there has to come a time in your life where you put yourself first and stop putting everybody first. Like, yes, you're going to look out for people, you're going to love people, and you're going to, you know, do all you can and put out your all, but at the end of the day, are you doing that for yourself? Are you doing that for yourself? Are you? How do you expect to still, like, be a part of people's lives with that kind of attitude? You get what I'm saying? You get me? Like, I don't know, certain things are just a no-go. Like, I cannot be supportive towards you and you're not supporting me. How does that work? Tell me, like, really, like, how does that work? I don't understand. Like, another thing, I used to be like, I still kind of have these tendencies, this type of person that heavily relied on other people's opinions and what they think. Like, if I want to do something or I want something or anything at all, I was like, oh, what do you think? Like, you think I should do this, or you think I should? And if they're like, no, I don't think so, I'm like, yeah, okay, fine, yeah, I think so too. Like, don't ever live your life like that. If you want to do something, go ahead, do it. Don't ever let other people's opinions get in the way of your life and your dreams. Like, it is so important for you to just sometimes just do things on your own. Like, Don't ask somebody questions, don't ask somebody opinions, because really and truly your opinion is the only one that matters half the time. It is your life. You cannot expect other people to show up and live your life for you. You can't expect other people to show up and do these things for you. No one is going to achieve your goals for you but you. If it's what you want, you go ahead and you do it. Who cares what they think? Nobody cares what they think. If they think it's a bad idea, that's fine, that's okay, have your opinions, but you need to go there and test the waters for yourself. If you risk nothing, you gain nothing. And then when it comes to your life, you just have to give things a shot, you know. Like, it is like, I used to be that person, like I would sit back and like other people run my life and other people do what they want to do and say what they want to say, and like, oh yeah, I'll just go with it. That's not how it works. You'd be so much more happier if you just live your life for you. And like, yeah, I still have my people pleasing tendencies, like I'm still growing, I'm still evolving, you know. But the first step is always acknowledging these things, holding yourself accountable, acknowledging the problem, and moving forward with putting in effort to change, you know. Like, it leads to such a happier life. Like, yeah, I'm not completely happy, I'm not where I want to be, but I am a lot further than I was a year ago, 2 years ago, 3 years ago, 4 years ago. Like, I've come a long way. Like, at some point in your life, you have to drop some people, drop their opinions, and do you. Honestly, that's just what I think. But it was fun. This conversation was fun. I'm looking forward to having many more of these conversations. And you know, if there's anything you want me to talk about, you know, you can always drop it in the comments, text me, whatever it is. But I think I'm getting more comfortable talking in front of the camera, and I love that. And I still have so much I want to talk about. I think I want to do a little series, you know, like this, maybe a part 1. Who knows? But there are a lot of more talking videos coming because I love talking. But I really hope you guys enjoyed the video, and thank you for coming back and watching me. I appreciate it. And if you're new here, you know, thank you for joining the family. I hope you guys like, comment, share, subscribe, and stay tuned because I'll be back. Bye.